we're going to talk about Jomboy's pitch for how to change the leagues for baseball.
Yes. And this has to do with, I think, Rob Manfred had mentioned about how they were considering, or they're possibly in the process of getting 2 more expansion teams.
Mm-hmm.
There's not really any actual information about where these expansion teams might be, but there was some talk that one potential site, and I've heard it for a while now, would be Nashville, because Nashville has become a very big popular thing. They got a hockey team there. They got an NFL team. They have maybe basketball. I'm not 100% certain, but baseball would be a very good pick for that.
I think so. The weather's good for it too.
Yeah, it's a solid middle of the country type of thing weather-wise. I know the Cubs AA team, the Knoxville Smokies, are further out east in Knoxville. You've probably got a bunch of other teams out there, so it'd be a good pick. And then the other one that Jomboy kind of mentioned, I think, was Portland, possibly.
I think it was Salt Lake City.
Or Salt Lake City. Just because that could probably be something good. I don't think they want to put anything into Las Vegas because the housing market there is not looking very good, and it hasn't been for a while. And they just put in a hockey team a few years ago. They just moved the A's. I think they're going to be out there, right?
Did you say Vegas?
Vegas.
A's are going to Vegas, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. Because I'd heard Vegas for a long time, but they've got a bunch of things. So probably Salt Lake.
They're building a stadium in Vegas. When I was in Vegas working last summer, there was a bunch of traffic issues because of the construction that they were doing. So, and all the cab drivers were like, "This is so stupid. Nobody cares about this. It's just ruining everything in Vegas." I'm like, okay, well, I trust you.
Yeah. So yeah, Salt Lake City would probably be something because it's, what did you have out there other than the Jazz for the longest time?
Right. It should be noted that this is coming from, this information we're going to discuss is coming from this Jomboy video. Everyone agrees this is the best plan for MLB realignment. We're not going to watch it, but that is going to be the source for the things that we are going to discuss. But
if you guys should check out Jomboy.
Yeah, if you have any interest in baseball, I'm sure you already know about Jomboy. But if you don't, and miscellaneous other sports, he does other weird videos on.
A lot of lip reading was his big thing.
Yeah, that was his claim to fame. But then now on Sundays they do the things you didn't watch and never plan to, or whatever, and it's nice. It's like worldwide weird sports.
That's like 99% of the stuff on Netflix for me. What are you watching? Don to Don. What else are you watching?
Speaking of Don to Don, will be another
Frasier on Disney Plus.
Don to Don will be another thing to show up on this Thursday stuff, like anime reviews, movie reviews,
some video game stuff.
Video game stuff that'll be coming up soon. Actually, we have a video game thing that we need to do. So,
yes.
But anyway, so do you want to talk about how he wants to break up the leagues?
Yeah. So like we said, Rob Manfred had mentioned that he wants to possibly expand the league to a 32 team total number, which I believe we have 30 at the moment. So you would be getting an additional team for the American League and an additional one for the National League, basically bringing it up then to 16 teams equally across the board. So right now, what we have is that we've got, with 30 teams, you've got 2 leagues, American and National, each one having 15, and then you have 3 divisions for each. What is it, like Atlantic? Is it Western, Eastern, Central? Yeah, Central. And they got 5 teams each. So with you adding in 2 more teams, it would basically kind of mess it up, where you can't really have there'd be one division that has 6 teams and 2 others that have 5. So we've had that before. But I think with this one, there was a solution that really it's a lot easier to do this now, since you would have an equal number in each again, but then you could create 4 divisions in each league. And I think also with it being a DH as just the general standard rule.
Wait. 4 divisions in each league. That's not true. Where's that coming from?
Wasn't it 4 divisions in each league?
No, it's 2 divisions
Oh,
in
2
each
divisions.
league.
I'm sorry. Fuck.
God,
Alex.
Alex.
I turned into NFL thought there for a second.
Okay. Let's just
Even your computer's mad at me. It's popping up.
I don't know what the. Okay, so yeah,
Sorry
so there's the
about that.
American
Yeah.
League and the National League. Right off the bat, do you like Jomboy's idea?
I'm down for it. I'm
think
behind this idea.
initially I was very opposed to it because it sounded. I just don't like. Without watching the whole video, he was talking about changing things, and I'm like, no, I don't want to change stuff. I like it the way it is. Don't change anything. Then I watched the video, and I thought, well, this just
His explanation
makes perfect sense. It just seems obvious.
Or the better option would be, we don't need any more teams right now.
Sure, that's fine too. But I still like his idea. So what he wants to do, instead of having three divisions, Central, East, and West, it's just East and West. So, for example, I'm better at the National League. Let's look at that. Cubs in the Central Division. So Cubs are Brewers, or Central is Brewers, Cubs, Cardinals, Reds, and
Pirates.
Thank you. I was like, it's not the Nationals. Oh, this is the new team. That's what threw me off.
No,
I was like, what team is this? Why does it look like the Nationals?
So right now it's more heavier on east of the Mississippi than it is west, because you've only got those 5 teams out there.
Right. So, so then this is your West League, West Division, and then everybody else in the East. And now, doing it this way, they end up putting us all in the Western, since it's the Midwest. They put us in the Midwest, in the Western Division, and then put everyone in the Eastern. But we maintain our rivalries with the Brewers and the Cardinals. So that works that way. He was saying that on this one because I guess there's a little bit of rivalry with Minnesota and the Sox and the Tigers, or something, that he needs to this needs to boop over or something and include somehow, or some way to get Minnesota back into this division.
I feel like the Twins and the Sox have more of a rivalry compared to some of their other teams in the AL Central.
So then maybe it's, I say Canada just fucks off, and then that can go anywhere. Since Canada is not the United States, it can go anywhere.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Here's my option. You can just move the Blue Jays down to play in. Where can we put them?
North Dakota. Negative attendance.
You can move them out to move them down to. You can move them down to.
They're not gonna move the team.
Well, they did that with the Expos when they turned them into the Nationals.
But Toronto's there's genuine interest and affection for that team there. They're not going to just upend them.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Am I wrong?
They can join. They can keep playing with us.
I say honestly, you just stick to this, and it's like Twins. Sorry, you got whatever rivalry is here. You're fucking off, and it doesn't mean they don't have to play each other ever.
Yeah, because he explains that too.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, this breaking up the leagues like this makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah.
Without changing things drastically. Okay, so it's just his breakdown of what teams are in each division. So he was just using. Oh, here we go. How hard would if it was right now, if we were playing in the West? Oh, Dodgers. Yeah, I mean Giants. These Giants are doing really well right now.
Dodgers and Brewers would be beating the crap out of each other, and then everybody else is kind of.
So what's Dodgers? I mean, the Dodgers' record is not much better than ours at the moment.
Yeah. Padres. the team that everybody forgets.
I know they're there because Yu Darvish plays for the Padres, and he's a bro. He's a ex-Cub bro.
Yeah, I just know him because of the Tatis incident. So,
the thing that just happened, you mean?
Well, it just seems like everything with Tatis, like going back all the way back to when what was the thing? Didn't he like swing like a 3-0?
Yeah, I think he had a grand slam on a 3-0 against a position player, maybe, or maybe it was just a batter. I mean, a regular pitcher. I don't remember. Yeah. But I mean, are you talking about because Darvish made a comment at Tatis?
No.
Oh, okay. So
I wasn't aware of any type of comment against Tatis.
I thought you were talking about the only reason you know Darvish is because of the issue with Tatis. Never mind. Moving on.
I just knew that Darvish was on the Padres, but I knew it more because of the Tatis. But who cares? It's Padres. Anyways.
I mean, they're good. It's a good team.
Right.
Cardinals suck right now. Colorado sucks right now.
They're like there's nobody showing up at the Busch Stadium.
Yeah, record low attendance.
Which is crazy because
best fans in baseball.
Yeah, well, it's like, what else do you have to do? And I mean, I know the team's not great, but like, what else do you have to do on a random Saturday afternoon?
Well, I mean, as
gonna go to a Rams game.
Speaking of the Rockies, as Chris Bryant said, St. Louis is just too boring to be in.
Who would want to play in St. Louis? So boring.
They have weird pizza.
They have a weird pizza. It's like made with. It's not American cheese, but it's like American cheese, or like Velveeta.
Oh, like processed cheese slices?
It's like a processed cheese thing.
Interesting.
My mom was traveling.
Sounds like drunk night pizza.
My mom was traveling for a wedding through St. Louis, and on the way back, she was like, I had to buy this. Come try it. Because she saw it on TikTok or something. And,
oh, no.
And so my mom is a CCP plant. She's
a student.
Yeah, she's spreading TikTok propaganda, St. Louis pizza.
God.
So anyway, I tried it and it was weird. It was not. Okay. I mean, I understand that people dislike deep dish and think deep dish is weird. That's fine. As a Chicagoan, I thought that this pizza was genuinely bizarre.
I'm excited. After the show, I'm going to have St. Louis pizza for the first time. And I have to tell you, I'm a little nervous because people hate it.
So when the Cubs are doing shitty, everyone in like the Cubs subreddit is all very judgy and says things like, things are never going to fucking change if Cubs fans still show up in the stadium and pay for tickets, and they need to, really hit. I don't remember the owner's name.
Ricketts.
The Ricketts in where it counts with in the attendance and all of that stuff. And I'm like, okay, but then when the Cardinals do shitty and nobody goes to their games, all the fucking dumbass Cubs fans are like, fuck, these fans fucking suck. They won't support their team unless they're doing well. What a bunch of fair weather fans and all of that kind of shit. And it's like, hey, asshole, you can't have it both ways.
We had that with the Blackhawks for the longest time.
Nobody showing up, or
yeah, because like nobody liked it. The team was bad, and nobody liked the team.
But we're talking about baseball.
I know we're talking about baseball. I'm just saying it's the same. It's in the same town.
I know, but I'm just saying that it's
the same with the Bulls now.
It's a double standard to say there's record low attendance at the Cardinals, and like their fans suck because they don't go see their games. Oh, but meanwhile, you're stupid for supporting a Cubs team where the Ricketts aren't buying enough players or spending enough money, according to some people. Like, fuck off. What are you talking about?
Well, also, it's like they fans. Unfortunately, fans are stupid. Fans are incapable of knowing and accepting the fact that they are not the ones who own the team, unless you're like the Packers, which that's a different scenario. But it's like, it's not your money, so it's like, why are you getting upset at them? Because you also hate the multimillionaire guys, the billionaire guys who own the teams. Well, and then you're complaining they're not blowing enough of that money.
And I really feel like a major part of the Ricketts stuff, although not even like of any of these billionaire people is that like Ricketts has is kind of on the record as supporting or contributing to Trump's campaign. So I think especially in Chicago, that makes him even more of a target of like, fuck this guy, we hate him, sell the team. And it's like, meanwhile, the Cubs are more fun to watch this season than they've been in like since 2017, 2018. So, and they're doing it without completely like Dodgers basically spent $1 billion to put together a team, and they're doing we have the same record.
Yeah, so and that's that point is an interesting way of saying that, you know, MLB is the only sport in the U.S., only league in the U.S. that doesn't have a salary cap. And people say that it's like a terrible thing since they don't have a salary cap. But teams like the Yankees, the Dodgers, it's like you blow a crazy amount of money. It does not automatically mean you're going to end up winning. Because at the same time, you had that scenario with Billy Beane and the Oakland A's and Moneyball, where it was all this special calculation stuff, and they spent pittance to make a team. And you ended up winning nothing after so many years.
Well,
so
they made a run for it, though.
They made a run, but they were trying to make it sound like it was an amazing thing, and it's more like they were trying to, you know, cost cut.
Well, but they remained competitive with a much smaller budget, which is what I'm saying.
And now they're moving to Vegas.
Which is what I'm saying is that there is this part of what kept me away from sports for so long was the meathead mentality that so many fans have, and I just don't
still continue
to have. But I like as a younger person, like a 12-year-old, I just found it very unattractive. So I was like, I don't like sports. I don't think I like sports. I don't want to be around this. And then
I just want to sit in an empty stadium and watch my team play. I'm the only person that bought a ticket. Hey, we should go to Busch Stadium if that's the case.
And then as I got old, there you go. And then as I got older and drunker and spent time in bars and was basically by myself with a bartender watching this gameplay, and I was like, oh, okay. Oh, okay, I get it. This is weird. Like, especially baseball. I mean, this is a weird sport. Nobody told me how weird baseball was before I kind of fell into it, where I'm like, oh, the wind's blowing out right now, and so that guy hit a home run. And then the next team comes up, and the wind's blowing in, and all of those balls that would have been home runs are just barely making it to the warning track. Yeah. So it's like, oh, that's weird. That's an odd thing that luck is such a big part of this game. That's cool. So it was just sort of one of those things where I hate hypocrisy like that, where you're yelling at fans of one league or one team for doing something that you're condoning fans of your own team to do. It's like, come on, grow up.
And really also the thing is that in reality, where a lot of the fans think that like having some rivalry with some other team in the league or the division is like an important thing. It's like, to you it is, but to the players and the other teams, it's like they really could care less in the long run, because these guys get traded, they move around, you know, they really, I mean, there's a bunch of like goober players every so often that like have some, like AJ Pierzynski, but it's like in the long run, it's just like, do you know how many players came through a single team's entire developmental farm system and have been passed around like some at a college frat house? But it's like they don't care at the end of the day. It's like, I got this beefy $300 million contract. Do you think I give a care? And then they're playing on another division, like another rival team. It's like, just give it up. They don't care. They don't know you exist.
I think that players care to a certain extent. I think that I think that there are players who don't want to be traded, and that's why you've got players who have no trade clauses in there, where they have to approve the trade. Like I think Ian Happ has that, where if they wanted to trade him, because he's done a lot of being, I love ambassador. Chicago. He did some kind of documentary or something about the Cubs or players. Like, there are players who are definitely embedded in the team, and don't want to be traded. And then there are players who are just like, as they say, the journeymen who kind of go wherever they're needed and kind of move around. I mean, right now PCA is or was one of the bigger young guys on the Cubs, and he was a trade. He was in the minors, but he was a prospect trade. So now he's kind of becoming, one of the young rock stars. Though he's had
building blocks of the franchise.
Yeah, but he's had like kind of a shitty second half, so we'll see if that goes anywhere. He went from, and I mean, but most of the Cubs have had a shitty second half.
It's always been up and down. It's been an up and down season for a lot of guys this year, especially injury wise.
Yeah, Seiya's not doing great in his second half. He's not doing terrible, but not great.
Yeah. It's almost like there shouldn't have been an All-Star break this year.
I mean, hell, coming out of the All-Star break, Cubs fans were excited because we played Boston, which had just had like a 12-game winning streak, and we took 2 out of 3 against them, I think. If not, I think it was 2 out of 3. Maybe it was 3 out of 3, but 2 out of 3. I don't think we swept them in that series. But it was everyone was like, oh, shit, we just like curb stomped the best team in baseball right now. Meanwhile, it's like that meme where the guy's smiling, and then there's like the other... Well, anyway, the Brewers were like in the background slowly creeping up on the Cubs, and we had no idea. Like we were like, nothing could possibly go wrong, and then everything went completely wrong.
Is it the wrestling meme with like AJ Styles smiling and then like Undertaker's like right behind him?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, so, you know wrestling.
I know memes.
Okay, wrestling memes.
I couldn't even tell you who the people were. So,
well, AJ Styles is in the forefront, and then the
baseball.
We'll have a wrestling episode one day on Thursday.
I'll just drink during that.
You'll just put a still of yourself during the whole thing. Just let me talk.
It'll be like in those spy movies where they do a loop of the person. So I'll have a looping video of me being like. And then it'll hard cut to me being like. Anyway, all right. So here's his idea for how the season breaks down. All right. So division opponents have 4 series. League opponents have 2 series.
Okay.
And then 1 series versus interleague, 1 series versus 1 division. 4 teams in first half, other 4 teams in second half. Okay.
So it would be like the NL West one year would play against the AL East, and then the next year it would be the NL West plays against the AL West.
Gotcha.
Right? I think that's
what that means.
Yeah.
He even wants to break it down into built-in days off for players. So like Monday and Thursday, there would be days off. Everybody plays Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That all makes sense. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't know what this means. American League and National League. So the American League plays Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. No, everybody plays.
Yeah.
I don't get this. We'd have to look at the video to understand what that is. Do you know what that means?
So I'm guessing probably only Mondays is the American League. And then Thursday would be only National League games. But then they would have AL and NL games both Tuesday and Wednesday, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I think that's kind of how that's broken up.
Got it. Good job.
This is still a hypothetical thing, so there's a lot of the fine details to be worked out, but he did do a pretty decent job of doing just get him to schedule the league.
It's a very logical breakdown.
Season.
I mean, that's kind of what he does. Playoff structure. So this is one thing where I'm not into it, but he makes up for it in how the brackets work for this.
Yes.
Because at first I was like 50% of the of teams make it into the postseason.
So the top.
Is that what it is now?
I think it's just the 4 teams, or it's the 3 division winners and then the wild card.
No, but there's like a wild card battle. They expanded the wild card.
Oh yeah. There's something like that.
I don't really understand it.
I do believe this is kind of how I think hockey has this, where they're complaining about how like half of the league goes straight to the playoffs. And I think the NBA also has quite a few teams in
NBA.
each.
He references that the NBA gets 50% of the teams make it to the postseason.
God, that's crazy.
But so he's saying, okay, so the first half division winners automatically in. That would be cool because the Cubs would have already made, like, they were leading at the end of the first half. So that's I'm viewing this all through today's Cubs on if I like these ideas.
Yeah.
Second half division winner, so that would be the Brewers. This probably, maybe not.
Which makes the whole All-Star break period kind of an important, gives it more importance in a sense.
Yeah, absolutely. And then so the team with the top two teams with the top overall record. I don't quite understand why there's two, but so it would be if the because it's possible for the first division winner and the second division winner to be different from the overall record, as in there can be a team who won more games but didn't win either the first half or the second half.
Yeah.
So then they would get into the postseason. But then where does the other top overall record come from? Would it be the next team down?
Probably the runner-up for the next best win-loss percentage. That first half and second half division winners, I think the Mexican the Mexican Soccer League, I think that's split into two periods. Also, there's like an apertura and a clausura, where there's like a first half and a second half championship of the season. I'm not 100% certain, but I think that's kind of how they do it. Also, where they have like they split their season like into two halves, and they have like a mid-season break, and you can have two different winners for each thing or something like that. From my memory of playing FIFA on my Xbox and stuff like that. But it was just kind of weird when I was like, because I would do like the manager mode, and I was like, oh, I won the championship, but I'm like, it's only been like 3 months into the season, and then they're like, oh, here's the second half of the Mexican league, and I was like, I want to go back and manage back in like the Italian league. I'm done here, guys, and stuff. So yeah, that would be kind of like how the setting up for the playoffs would be then, based upon your win-loss records.
And the playoffs are where things get interesting, and I think this might be my favorite part of his.
Yes, it becomes very much like an NCAA March Madness type of thing. Yeah, there's a lot more bracketing.
And the funny thing is he was saying how he didn't add any days to the schedule. He took
away,
and he added games.
Yes, he had to the playoffs, and then the overall season.
Right, he
went from 162 to 156, I believe.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, which people have always been complaining about the season being too long, and I've always been fine with like getting rid of like 20 games if we wanted to, even 40 games.
I find
fine. So.
The end of baseball is so much a sign of the end of summer, which is funny because we're recording this on Labor Day weekend.
Yes. Yeah.
That it's always, I'm sort of like, no, you can add more games. We should be playing baseball in December because summer never dies. But you're right. It would like that's fine. But the way he structured this playoff series is really interesting because so you've got basically the lower teams that they weren't like division winners. They were sort of like, so these are the bottom of, we've got American League number 7 versus number 6 and 5 versus 8. So, and these are 1 game elimination games.
Wouldn't 6 play 8 and 5 versus 7 be a little bit better?
I thought that was weird, but I didn't. I thought I was just too dumb to understand. I think
because when I heard that, I was going like, that's like 4 spots between the 5 and the 8, and then the other 2 are kind of like, that could be like a couple game difference,
right?
I don't know.
I don't know why he did it that way. He didn't explain, because I remember thinking, why?
Mm-hmm.
So then
the winner of that
goes into the wild card series, this is really interesting. 2-game series. Now you might be thinking to yourself, what does that mean? 2 games. Do you know what that meant?
I was thinking,
Because you're like, okay, so one team wins one and one team wins the winner. How does that work? That it's a 2-game series.
Is it a run differential?
It's if
like in soccer?
It's whoever. It's the one team. Whoever came from the elimination series needs to beat them twice. So if the if number 3 wins, then they're done. Mm-hmm. If number 7 wins, they have to win both games.
Both games. Okay.
Right. So then that means that the team like number 3 that like really earned their position, they have two chances to just take the series. So if they
Which
lose,
makes it interesting because then
there's more stakes.
There's a lot more strategery that needs to be done with your starting rotation. Because it's like, well, if you're in the elimination game, do you want to put Shota in there, or do you want to put like your number 2 or 3,
right?
And then save somebody like, I'm just using Shota for example.
We're talking Cubs pitchers.
Hey Chicago, what do you say? The Cubs are gonna win today.
But yeah, basically you go from either a 1 or 2 game series straight to a 7 game set.
This is the crazy. One thing. Yeah, this is the one thing though that I'm kind of like, nah, we could do a 5.
Would you a 5 and then
do the
7,
championship? 7 and 7. So you do the divisional series would be 5, championship series is 7, and then the World Series is 7.
Because did he say that the championship series remains at 7?
Yes, everything this point forward.
Everything beyond then 7.
Yeah,
okay.
I like a nice ramp up. He's doing I think the 7 games to maintain the amount of days in the postseason. Okay. I say we can, and maybe it is an advertising thing. Maybe they really want to have all those days there. That's fine. If that's the case, then yeah, keep your 7 game series. If it's if it's a financial advertisers want more exposure, agreements, contracts, blah blah blah, fine.
Otherwise, we can hammer out the details.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'd say 5 and then 7.
Yeah. But I'm fine with the setup also.
And he is right that his whole thing is that this builds much more pressure and drama leading into the divisional series, and I think that is an improvement because and also I think these are only night games because he was like saying that the wild cards right now are like at 1:00 in the afternoon and nobody even knows they're happening, and it's true, and that sucks.
Everybody kind of like randomly just like reads about it and goes like, oh, this must be like some last second makeup rain out game.
Yeah, it's like, oh, my team got eliminated. Oh well.
Okay. Yeah. Also, I think with having a 1 or 2 game set, kind of keeps the 1 and 2 seed on their toes because they basically kind of are like, okay, how do we have to game plan for something as opposed to, having a 5 game set,
right?
To plan for it. They're like, oh, you had a 1 game and then potentially a 1 game again. So you were thinking, okay, how are we going to handle this?
The other thing, right. The other thing that's kind of, as you said, strategery about this is that while all of this stuff is happening, your number 1 and number 2 teams are sitting out,
lounging at the pool.
Yeah, but that's not necessarily a good thing.
Yeah,
that can kill momentum.
Yeah.
And so that can be like, it's like you're kind of better positioned to be the 3 or 4, I think.
Which is perfect as Cubs fans.
Yeah, as Cubs fans, that is perfect.
At least once a game, William Contreras hits a ground ball to shortstop. Now, this would be an ideal time for that to happen.
Indeed. JD, how about this? If he hits a ground ball to short, start the 6-4-3. Yeah, that's strike. Will you buy Monty sticks for everybody at the corner tap?
Absolutely.
Right. I'll go halvesies with you.
Okay.
Yeah. Come on, baby! Let's go!
Mozzarella sticks for everybody!
Yeah!
Anything else you want to say about baseball tonight?
Baseball?
No,
I think that, like I said, with this potential, what if scenario of expansion where they're going to have to, it sounds like they want to expand 2 teams. If they do that, hopefully they kind of take a look at what Jomboy proposed, and honestly, I think it's fine. I would be okay with that. They're just kind of adding and making changes and whatever to baseball now to begin with. So, why not go ahead and make this type of change?
Now, knowing corporate culture, I expect them to do something similar to this, but mildly stupid. But just like just strangely a little stupid. There'll be some detail that's just dumb for no reason.
They're gonna end up making it go from 162 to 168 games. It's like for no explanation whatsoever. It's just like, oh, okay.